All right, good day everyone. My name is Ascot Forrest. So we're not going to be doing much today. We're talking about how to grow our trading account, how to scale through, because a lot of people do have this impression of without bigger account, they can't trade. More like if they don't have up to 10k, 50k, 100k, 20k, 5k, they can't trade. No, absolutely wrong. You can even trade $100 to any amount of money. But today we're not going to be doing more. So we just start from $500 to 10k, how to trade $500 account to $10,000. So now this is how we start from. Now we already have everything set up here just to cut the time short. Now this is our account balance, the $500, that's our account size. Now this is our loss. I know you're surprised where the loss is coming from. And these are what? Available balance. And these are what? Our targets. For me, I don't take 1 to 2. I don't take 1 to 3. The lowest I go for is 1 to 4. The lowest I can go is 1 to 3. But for now, on this particular course, we're doing just 1 to 4. No 1 to 4, no trade. No 1 to 4, no trade. So now this is what we're going to do. First thing, we accept the loss. We have to divide what? This particular balance, our initial what? Balance, that's the $500. We have to divide $500 divided by 2. Pay attention. Okay, on this 10 trade here, we have already lost $250 out of our trading account. $250 is already gone. Yeah, $250 is already gone. So now this is what we'll be doing. Here is going to be minus $250 loss. That's where the loss is coming from. I will explain it why the loss. This is where the loss. Then now these are our valuable balance. These are valuable balance. We just have $250. Then now remember, it says something. Our target must be 1 to what? 1 to 4 RRO. Must be 1 to 4 RRO. 1 to 4 what? RRO. That's what we'll be targeting. So on this particular trade now, remember something. There's this particular loss we are seeing here. Now the question is, where is this loss coming from? Because now we are taking what? 10 trade. The 10 trade now, we already accept that we are losing what? 5 trades. And the 5 trade is what? 250. That's the 5 trade we're already losing automatically, because there is no way you can be perfect enough to win 10 trade. So far so good. Even if you are losing, at least you need to make sure you don't lose more than 5 trade. More than 5 trade. So all you'll be losing is what? 5 trade. And your risk to reward must be what? 1 to what? 1 to 4. So currently now you have already lost this particular trade. This is your initial balance, your available balance, the money you have here. From this what? From this capital of $500. This is what you have here. Now, on this particular balance, you have to make 1 to what? 1 to 4. So your first trade, you'll be risk $50. Risk $50. Your risk is $50 sign. $50 from your capital, from this your initial balance now, to make what? To make $200. Because remember, 1 to 4, 50 times what? 50 times 4 is 200. So now currently now we're already up on our first trade, we're up on what? $200 profit. So now 200, this particular guy you see here, $200 times 5 will give you what? $1,000 automatically. Now these are what? On our first trade. Remember, on this particular trade, we have already lost our what? 250. And we make sure we stick to the plan 1 to 4, and we make sure we don't lose more than what? 5%. We don't lose more than 5 trade rather. Because our risk is what? 10 trade. We have to win 5 and lose what? 5. We're ready to give out 5 to the market. That's what we are ready to accept. 5 losses to the market. Just 5 losses. So you don't go more than 5. Now, from $500 now we are up already on what? $1,000. Remember, we have initial balance of what? $250. So now on our next trade, our balance is what? On our next trade, now this is the next trade we're taking. Our next trade, the balance is what? $1,250. We already have $1,250. $1,250 profit. Up on profit. From 500 now we are already on $1,250 even with our losses. Now this $1,250, you have to do what again? Do the same thing again. Divide $1,250 divided by 2. 1,250 divided by 2. We give you what? You're already on drawdown of minus what? Minus $625, $625. You're already on drawdown of minus 625. And currently here, your initial balance is what? $625. Just $625.0025. This is your available balance. Now the money you have in your account after you suffer these losses. Now your aim is what? To trade 1 to 10 again. 1 to 10. Remember, you're still doing the same 1 to 10. Remember, we are taking 1 to 10 now. So you have to do a calculation like this now. Is 1,250 divided by 10. So 1,250 divided by 10 means you'll be risking per trade. You'll be risking what? You'll be risking $125 per trade. That's what you'll be risking per trade. Because now remember, you risk $125 here, and you blow the first one, you blow your second trade, you blow your third trade, you blow your fourth one, even the fifth trade. That's the reason why you lose this particular money. But now currently you are protecting this your balance. Now this your money, you are protecting this money to make sure that you don't lose any money from this your balance 5 trade that you need to take. So now you took your first trade. This is your first trade. You take your first trade with $150 to make at least times 4. That's 1 to 4. Means this $125 times 4 will give you what? $500. We give you what? $500 on your first trade. And remember, we are taking what? 5 trade. We have 4 trade left. So you have to do this way. Times 5 means you're already up on what? $2,500 here. The reason why you're up on $2,500 here is because you make your 5 trade, you lost 5, you make 5, you win 5. Now you're already up on $2,500 profits. $1,500 profit. And remember, we still have initial balance of what? $625. We have $625. So you add your $625, $25. Means currently now our new balance is what? $3,125. This is our new balance, $3,125. This is our balance. Remember, we are still doing the same thing again. We are still doing what? The same thing again. Means we are going to divide this particular amount of money now by 2. We'll split the money by 2. So now on our second trade now, we are taking what? 15 trades. No more 10 trade again. Excuse me. No more 10 trade again. Now it's 15 trade because now we have good capital. So we want to mastermind our what? Our risk. We want to mastermind our risk, and we are trying to apply a very good risk management. Now we're trying to apply risk management now. We want to mastermind our risk. So now we are going for 1 to what? Either 1 to 15 or let's go for 1 to what? 1 to 14. 1 to 14. The reason why I say 1 to 14 is no 1 to 14 arrow. We are doing 14 trades. We are taking 14 trades. That's what we are taking now. So now we have to divide our initial balance. This is our current balance now. This $3,125 divide by 14. Divide by 14. So we already know that we'll be using. Let me just say we'll be using $223 to take a trade. Risk means we'll be risking 223. We're risking what? 223 our risk. I don't have to put the risk there. 223 $223 per trade. These are the money we'll be risking per trade. I remember our losses here is what? We have to divide 3,125 divide by what? Divide by 2. So now currently here we're already losing how much? 1,000. We're already losing 1,005 1,562. This is what we are losing. We're already on $1,562 loss. So now we have this 1,000. We have this new balance of what? 1,562 as our balance now, current balance now that we have available here in this particular market. And now with this 1,562, we don't have to lose this money. We need to make money. Means with this 1,562, everything we need to be thinking of is profits, no more losses. You understand? Remember, we have how many trades? 7 trades, because we are taking 14 trades. We've already lose our 7. Now we have 7 trades. And that 7 trade is a must that we need to win the whole of the 7 trade. Even if you win 7 trade, you make 7 trade, or you make more than that 7 trade, it's still plus. You understand? You don't have to lose the whole of the 7 trade or anything. So now we are doing the same calculation again. Remember, we are trying to trade 500 towards 10,000. Currently we are up on what? 3,000, but our drawdown is now what? 1,562. That's our available balance we have now. So remember, what we are risking on this trade, we are risking what? $223. This is what we are risking on this particular trade, is $223 loss. This is what we are risking. Now this is what you have to do here. Come here again and do same thing. 223 times, okay, 223 times what? Times 4 means if you're doing 223 times 4, so per trade you'll be making what? $800 per trade, $892 per trade. If you are risking $223 and your target is 1 to 4, means you'll be making what? 892 per trade. 892 per trade is what you'll be making. Remember, we need to make this 7 trade because we have already lose our what? 7 trade. So now you have to times 892 times what? Times 7. Now we're already up on what? 6,200. You can do the calculation yourself. I'm sorry, I'm not really displaying the calculating here. I'm sorry. So now we're already up on what? 6,244. This is what we're up on, our profits. Remember, we still have available balance of what? Available balance of what? 1,562. Now we have to do plus 1 plus 1,562. Now give us what? 7,800. Our new balance is what? Our balance is what? 7,806. 7,806 means 7,800. These are our new balance. So now we're still going to be doing the same thing, but now here, yeah, we're not going to be doing 14 trades again. Now we are going to be doing 20 trades. 20, not 14. Remember, we start with 10, we go again 10. From 10 we enter what? 14. From 14 we are going what? 20, because we have a lot of capital. Now we are trying to risk. We don't, because just because we have more capital doesn't mean we should be taking some crazy losses. Some more like going crazy in the market now, taking some crazy losses. We need to secure the bag, manage our money, and so we can stay in the long run. You understand? Now we have to do the same thing again. Let's divide these $7,800. 7,800. Sorry about this. Is I don't want to add this. 7,800 divided by 2. Automatically, yeah, we already have this our drawdown here. This is our drawdown. We already have this our drawdown here again. Minus what? 3,903. $3,903. We're already losing $3,903 because now we are taking what? 20 trade. Remember, we already lose 10 trade already. So we have opportunity to what? Win 10 trade. Now this is our balance. This is our current balance now. This is our valuable balance. This is our valuable balance we have here is $3,903. So this is what we have here as our what? Our valuable balance. Now pay attention. Pay attention. We are taking what? We are taking 20 trades. Remember, we have already lost 10. We've already lost what? 10 trades. Currently here, remember, this first trade we lose 5 trades. This second one will lose 5 trades. This third one will lose 7 trade. This fourth one we lose what? We are losing what? 10. We are losing 10 trade because we start from 10, 10, 14 and what? 20. So we're already losing 10 trade. The 10 trade we lost give us this what? Minus this amount we are seeing here. But now for we to get the main money, the main capital that we'll be using to take per trade, the main money we'll be risking per trade. For we to know the main amount we'll be risking per trade, now we have to drive back to calculating this 7,006 divided by 20. Now we'll be risking 300 and what? Risking $390 per trade. $390 per trade. Remember, we are risking what? We are taking 20 trades. We already lose what? 10 trade. So now we'll be risking, means for some reason, yeah, for we to lose this amount, we already lose 10 trade. All our risk is what? $390. That was what we use for our trade. We use $390 per trade. So now, currently on this particular trade, we need to make at least this 10 trade be successful. We need to make at least, even if we make 8 successful, we are still on what? Profit. So we need to make this particular guy here a successful one. Now, remember, we are going for just always 1 to what? 1 to 4 RR. We stick on our 1 to 4 RR. So currently here, we need our first trade, that's 390 times 4. Currently we're up on our first trade. We're making what? 1,560. 560. Crazy. Now we are making 1,560 because remember we are taking what? We are using big capital and give us big profit because 1 to 4 RR. So now remember, this is our first trade, and we need to trade 10. We need to win 10 trades. So we have to do 1,460 times what? Times 10. Means automatically we'll make $15,000, $15,600. So I will still do some plus and minus again. We make 15,000. Profit now is what? $15,600. Then plus this $3,000 we have here. So our new balance is going to be this is going to be our new balance. Now 15,600 plus 15,600 plus 3,903 means we are up on what? 19,500. We're up on what? $19,500 profit. What was our initial balance? Our initial balance was what? We started with what? Our capital, our main capital started with 500. Now let me break everything down. We started with $500, which we are ready to risk what? $250 losses. This is what we are ready to lose from our money. We are ready to, this is our profit. Remember, our ticket entry. Remember, understand something about this place, yeah? First trade, what do we risk? Our first trade, we risk, this is what we risk, $50. Remember, the higher your balance, the higher your what? Profit. 50 balance per trade. Each trade 1 to 4 will make what? $200. Now notice something. The second trade, what are we risking? Now we're risking $125. Each trade, what do we make? We make what? $500. Now we're risking $223. Each trade, what do we make? We make at least 800 and what? We make at least $892. On this particular trade again, what do we risk? We risk at least 396. What do we make? We make $1,560. Now we're up on what? We are up on $15,600 profit. So trading is all about discipline, patience, and fearless. If you can discipline yourself, skate through the journey, you can trade any amount. It doesn't have to be like you need to go and work $10,000 or work any amount of money. Just scale through, be patient with what you are doing, know what you are doing. Just know what you are doing. On our next topic here, we'll be talking more about how to scale, how to stay away from losses, how to be careful, how to execute, and when to trade and when not to trade. But for now, hit the follow button to see more of my trading tips like this, how to trade and how to grow smaller accounts to bigger accounts. Peace out.